live now. Go live on this joint.
Hey man, Teron.
I know, bro.
I know this joint. I mean, it's chill, it's low key.
I know, son.
And yeah, man.
Yeah, we live now, man.
All right.
So what's good with y'all, man? How y'all week been going, man?
Man, we've been going good so far, man.
Yeah, week cool. Week is going cool. How about you? How about yours?
Man, I mean, my week been going by good. I had some people come over look at my sunk pump today. But looks like I might be able to hold on for another couple years. I'm hoping, because I ain't got time for that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, man, everything been good. As we've been playing this little baseball. And so that's been going how it's been going, you know what I'm saying? Other than that, I can't complain. He got a birthday coming up, you know what I'm saying? So that's that. But other than that, been chilling, man. Reese, what kind of jacket is that, man?
Oh, it's this joint. It's a little silk robe.
A little silk robe?
Yeah, man. You know, when I want to chill.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Let me stop this music, man. Boom. All right.
Paul
Welcome
Pierce
to the. You said Paul Pierce did what? Oh, he wear the same type of joint?
Yeah, he stole my swag. It's joint whack. My joint better.
Nah, I like that joint. Welcome to the Rec Room Podcast. This is episode 132, and the title of this episode is called The Fix. I'm your host. I go by E1. We got T Streets in the building.
Yep.
And we got Reek in the building. Now, what I will say, now let me clap it up, man. Let me clap it up for that. Now, we are missing a couple people. What Don you just say, man?
Couple fines.
She said, I'm coming, lost track of time. She doing her daughter hair right now. So I guess when she kind of finished that, she'll be on.
Let that joke go.
We call this episode The Fix, and y'all gonna see why when we get into these sports. So T Street, take it away.
All right. First off, NBA playoffs. Oklahoma City Thunder. They are up on my Denver Nuggets 3-2 in the series. I have to vent a little bit. I've watched the last two fourth quarters of their games, and Denver has just ran out of steam.
Mm-hmm.
They've had the lead. They were up. The game 5, everybody just went cold. Game 6, everybody went cold, and then Joker started scoring, and he was like the only one scoring. Besides like 4 to 6 points in the fourth quarter, Joker was the only one to score for Denver. So OKC, they play a 10 deep roster. They play 10 men on the floor. I think Denver plays somewhere between 7. Last night they played 8. Oh man, we might go down.
So T, what would you say? Like, you think that you think it's a good chance that y'all lose the series?
Think it's a great chance that we lose tomorrow night.
Great chance.
Well, is the next game in OKC or where is it?
It's back home. It's in Denver.
Okay. Well, it might go 7 if that's the case. And if it goes 7, where game 7?
It's in OKC. If it goes 7, we win it. I'm back confident.
Okay.
OKC is too young.
Before you go to, I don't know if you got the next score, but man, you got New York and Boston score?
New York Knicks, they up 3-1 in the series. Tatum tore his Achilles right before the game ended.
Bruh.
Looks like Knicks going to the Eastern Conference Championship.
Bruh, I would have never guessed that. I watched, so they show on ESPN and SportsCenter is the same fucking games every week on TNT. I'm saying on TNT and ESPN, they show the same matchups, dog. So they showed them at least 3 or 4 times, right? And every time that I watched them during the season, they was like New York was getting punished every time. So I thought the series was going to be a sweep by Boston. Or it's going to be 4-1 because I know the playoffs are different. This is proof that the playoffs are different. I just didn't think that they had nothing for New York. I mean, for the Celtics, man. So I'm surprised, bro.
Big body Brunson.
And you know who Brunson is? Brunson is the point guard Tim Duncan. And you want to know why I say that?
Okay.
Because his game is just fundamentals. He doesn't do anything spectacular. You know what I'm saying? But he gets the job done and he's efficient. Same with Tim Duncan in his position. He didn't do nothing spectacular, but he was big fundamentals. And that's how I look at Jalen Brunson. He not going to dunk the joint. He's not going to do a bunch of crazy shit, but he going to get it done though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And he got
You know what else he don't do? Pass. Go ahead, Reek.
He don't pass.
That nigga don't pass.
There she is.
Hey, fella.
Donnie Summer. Donnie Summer.
Down the Ross, y'all. Donnie Ross, Slim.
Hey, she on the set of Dreamgirls 3.
What's up, man?
Ain't nothing much. What's going on, fellas? How y'all live? How y'all
You
live?
late, man. I've been early. I was early, man. You late, man.
You lies. I know your motherfucking ass wasn't early.
I'm back in the building, Donnie, so you know them fans. They back in town. They back in town.
You've been gone forever.
Couple weeks, man. You know.
And they was on vacation, man.
You know how it go, man. But y'all held it down. Y'all ain't miss me. Y'all ain't give a fuck about me. It's all good.
I miss you, E. You still gotta go protest. I miss you.
All right. Well, I take that. We weren't doing nothing but talking about sports. T, you can go ahead. We was talking about the Knicks and the Celtics.
Yeah. Well, Trey, you have anything else to say about your Knicks?
Yo, we win the chat.
Oh, see, there
we win the chat. We about to put. Hold up. We about to put Boston to sleep. I don't know about tonight though, because I seen some shit in basketball before, right? Hopefully they win tonight. If they don't win tonight, they're going to win in Madison Square Garden. If they win in Madison Square Garden on Friday, it's going to be a fucking riot, right? But nah, Knicks in 5, man. Knicks in 5.
Right. You know what, Trey? Before we leave this topic, I just want to say this: you have impeccable timing. You had impeccable timing when you decided to root for Golden State, and then you switched from Golden State to New York. They might be in the title game this year.
Hey, and look, Chicago Bears do this shit, baby. Right on time.
Okay, moving on.
Yeah, you can never give that man no credit, no leeway, no nothing. He gonna take it and run with it. Move on.
Yeah, she's right. Right.
Now, what was I want to say it was Monday night. We had the NBA draft lottery, and the Dallas Mavericks, they won the lottery.
I don't know
got
how
the
that
number 1 pick
with a 1.8 chance
percentage. Yeah, the Dallas Mavericks.
I don't understand that.
Wow.
They got the number 1 pick. They have the right to draft Duke University's Cooper Flagg. He's the consensus number 1 pick that everybody's claiming he's going to be number 1 pick. I think he will be as well. It is peculiar that Dallas won that lottery with a 1.8% chance to win, knowing that they just traded Luka Doncic during the season to the Lakers, and now magically they get the number 1 pick. This has happened several times.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Trey.
Yo, E. Yeah. AE. Can you see your phone?
Yes.
All right. Read what I just sent you to your phone about the draft real quick.
It says after making big trades just months before the NBA draft lottery, these teams ended up winning it. LeBron with the Heat. Chris Paul was traded to the Clippers. It says Anthony Davis traded to the Lakers. Luka Doncic traded to the Lakers. Oh, okay, so LeBron signs with Heat. Cavs win lottery.
Yes.
Chris Paul traded to the Clippers. Pelicans win lottery.
Yes.
Anthony Davis traded to the Lakers. Pelicans win lottery. Luka Doncic traded to the Lakers. Mavericks win lottery.
Bro, that shit ain't coincidental.
Yeah,
no, it's not coincidental. And I think this started before. I think this was already in the works. You got to look at it like this. Luka Doncic, right? Now, like they say, he was overweight. All this bullshit, right? Regardless of the fact of what his weight is and how much he drank, he still is a superstar. So to make a trade like that or to do something like that, that was out of this world. No one has seen anything like that, especially at his age. Now with Dallas getting this pick, it all makes sense. LeBron is going to be leaving the Lakers soon. So they need, that's a big one of the biggest markets, and they need another superstar there.
Then the other crazy part is you admitted that the Lakers were the only phone call that you made. It's 32 teams. You only know one dude. You like AD that bad with his injury history? Come on, bro. Come on,
Makes
bro.
0 sense, bro.
Come on, bro. I mean, hey, look. So what would y'all do? T, what would y'all do? Would you trade the pick and get Giannis, or would you keep Flag?
If they want to win now, you trade the pick. If you want to win long term, you take the chance with Cooper, even though I'm not 100% sold he's going to be a super duper star. He might turn out to be Keith Van Horn, who was a first round pick, top 10 pick.
Or he might be my man that was playing for Utah. What's his name, T? White boy.
Frank.
Frank Okowski.
That's
him, but it's another one who played. He went to Charlotte. He went to Charlotte. He just stopped playing for Charlotte not too long ago. He was good. He played for Utah. He was getting bugged. That Kevin Love, I can't think of his name.
I know you're talking about. I just can't think of it.
Yeah,
but we'll see.
Like that.
We'll see.
So what would you do? E? Would you keep the pick, or what you going to do with the pick?
I'm going to. I think it's what T said. If you want to win now, then you'll trade. But okay, you asking me. I think I'm gonna keep the pick. And I'm gonna keep the pick because Cooper Flag is youthful, and he can do. It's like the here and now. Like they can still be a contender with AD and what's my man? With AD and Kyrie. Then when they leave, he's still young enough where they can start moving pieces at the same time to for the future. And he a white boy, you know what I'm saying? And so Dallas, they like they white boys. They say they like, that's why they had Tony Romo and who else?
Dak Prescott
talking about. Dirk, yes, Luka, all that. So they got, they got all that. So I think I'm gonna go young, and I'm gonna just go ahead and I'm gonna keep the pick.
So the reason why I would keep the pick for a couple of reasons. I'll keep the pick because of everything that you just said. And Giannis, if he come there, he'd be there for 3 years, and he can opt out. He can leave again.
Exactly.
So I'm like, yo, I'm going with Cooper Flag, bro.
Yeah.
Not mad at that. I guess anybody else have anything on the topic?
Nope.
Nah, I think they should trade the pick away, man. If
you gonna trade?
Right now, yeah, I'm gonna trade Giannis. I mean, and Giannis is like a loyal dude. If he likes the place where he's playing, he's gonna sign again. But
he about to leave.
Yeah, but he's not happy in Denver. How could you be happy with Doc Rivers, man?
I'm not going nowhere around Doc Rivers.
They saying online that if Nico Harris trades his pick, that he might need to want to stay in the house because he might have somebody trying to take his life, man.
Yeah, they gonna send it. Hey, dog, they gonna send somebody for that nigga, dog. But the crazy part is the owner doing that shit. They just using Nico. They using him.
Yeah,
the owner doing that shit, bro. Yeah. If Mark Cuban was like, I would have never got rid of homeboy for that price. You'd have to give me a lot more shit. So Mark Cuban, like, yeah, there's something going on with that. What else we got?
That's it for sports.
Well, that's it for sports.
They about to release the NFL schedules.
I thought they already did.
They already did.
No, they've leaked some games.
It's official at 8.
Okay.
Hey, and guess what? Just real quick, ladies and gentlemen. Week 6 is gonna be it's gonna be the Monday Night Horror Show. Halloween coming early for y'all.
Y'all going to hibernation?
Caleb and Ben, we coming back to the scene of the crime, and we're gonna embarrass y'all on Monday Night Football. My bad.
Back in the hibernation.
I doubt that now. I doubt that. We're gonna see how it go, man.
Debo 76 years old.
I was gonna let you ride. Y'all gonna be the biggest disappointment again.
I love it. Hey, we recording the show, right? Okay, all right.
Now let's get into let's go ahead and just kick it off with the politics so that we can get into some other stuff. And I don't know if Reed got the article up, but you don't. Well, it says U.S. and China reach a deal to slash sky-high tariffs for now, with a 90-day pause. The United States and China agreed Monday to slash the massive recent tariffs. It says restarting stalled trade between the world's two biggest economies, setting off a rally in global financial markets. But the de-escalation in President Trump's trade wars did nothing to resolve underlying differences between Beijing and Washington. The deal lasts 90 days, creating time for U.S. and Chinese negotiations to reach a more substantive agreement. But the pause also leaves tariffs higher than before. Trump started ramping them up last month, and businesses and investors must contend with uncertainty about whether the truce will last. Now, right now, has the tariffs affected grocery prices and anything like has it directly affected the what do you call it? Yes.
Yeah, it definitely has, as far as goods coming into the United States.
Yeah,
that's what it has affected. And you, even though you don't feel it at this moment, months down the line you'll feel it, because that product is not going to come in as often as it used to.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but
go ahead, finish.
No, go ahead.
I'll tell you one thing. The agreement, I made a lot of money this week so far. Stocks are going crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So this 90-day pause is cool. I'm gonna take some profit at some point. I'll probably wait about 60 days, take some profit. 30 to 60 days, take some profit, and then wait. Because when this get back into effect, because I'm sure it'll go back into effect, I'll buy some more when it drops.
And and from what I was reading, the United States gets nothing out of this deal.
Nothing.
Nothing. We gave up stuff, but we got nothing back.
So what's the purpose of it?
It's for show.
Yeah.
It's for show. It was
a scary tactic.
The dumbest person in the room wants to be the smartest person in the room, but it's backfiring.
Mm-hmm.
What you really seeing it immediately was cars. When you trying to go buy vehicles, car prices have increased.
Imports.
You have a lot of ships that were supposed to be coming to America to drop off shit like furniture and shit like that. A lot of that is stuck on the actual ports. So people paid out for stuff that they have not received, like me. But it's affected a lot of people in a lot of different ways. I had the article pulled up. But go ahead, E. I'll chime back in. My article just fell off.
It's all good. We're gonna switch gears a little bit, and I got a question for everybody. Does anybody on here have TikTok?
Yeah.
Okay. Have any of you or any of your kids who have kids participated in the TikTok challenge before?
Yes.
Yeah, once.
My kids ain't that stupid.
So, Don, you've never done a dance on TikTok or no type of challenge on TikTok?
Yep. Don't even lie.
You did like 30 videos.
I did. Before. I've learned my lesson.
But you have done a TikTok challenge.
I have.
Okay. Now, I'm only asking that because if you have TikTok, you know, like every other week, there are different challenges with songs, just all type of stuff. And we in a time where everybody wants clout, everybody wants to get their following up, and people do all type of antics and things in order to get seen and get some attention, right? Now, with that being said, I started off, I guess in a positive light, but this happens And this is just like a message for people playing pranks, teenagers. We all do stupid stuff that we shouldn't do. This is just something where a good warning to not do it, basically.
Oh Lord, what happened?
And a teen got shot and killed by a Virginia homeowner. He was reportedly doing a TikTok challenge. So it says, oh, this is Northern Virginia. It says in Spotsylvania County, a Northern Virginia man is now facing multiple charges after investigators say he shot and killed a high school student who was believed that he believed was trying to break into his house. A friend of the teen claims it was part of a TikTok challenge that turned tragic. Tyler Butler, 27, is charged with second-degree murder, malicious wounding, and using a firearm in the commission of a felony. He's accused of shooting at the 3 teenagers who were behind the home he shares with his parents and brother on Mackenzie Lane in Fredericksburg. Most of the relevant court documents in this case are sealed, so it's not exactly clear what led to these charges being filed at this time. The backstory, though, it says the deadly shooting happened around 3 a.m. Saturday, May 3rd. Spotsylvania County Sheriff's Office says the teens were attempting to burglarize the Butler's home when 18-year-old high school senior Michael Bosworth was shot and killed. One of the 2 juveniles was with him, was shot and wounded. They told investigators they were recording themselves doing a ding-dong ditch as part of a TikTok challenge. Now, I had also read that they said that this challenge was happening at 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
You don't do no TikTok challenge at 3
o'clock in the morning.
Also, it says that the ding dong ditch challenge, where someone rings a doorbell or knocks on the door and then runs away.
Exactly.
Right? They were at this back door for like an unforeseen amount of time. Like one dude was clearly trying to get in the door. So that's not going to stand up.
Nah.
So kids, when I was young, I never kids would ring on the doorbell, run, and all that type of shit.
Yeah.
Right? So that's one thing, but one thing is this is a different day and time. And then secondly, you can't do that at 3 in the morning. Now, I don't know the details of what happened, but just
a video.
General, it's a video showing what happened?
It's a video showing them at the door.
Okay.
Right?
Well, apparently,
so, bro, like they were at this door. They were at this door they were just there. One dude was trying to get in. The other 2 just kept walking around, but homie was trying to get in the house.
Yeah, from what I heard, they did it to another neighbor. But they were saying they were banging and kicking on the door like they were trying to get in. But if it was supposedly a prank, then okay, fine. But you can't scare nobody like that 3 o'clock in the damn morning, banging and knocking on somebody. That's not no prank.
Nah,
I'm blown away, bro.
You sit there and say that that's a prank. And why is that man sitting in jail? Because he was protecting his home. Like,
I can tell you why.
It doesn't make sense to me.
I can tell you why.
Yeah.
Or at least my opinion of why. My opinion of why is because the shooter, Tyler Butler, he's a black man.
He's a black dude.
The kid that died was a white teenager.
Of course.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that.
There you go.
Hey, hold up. But wasn't one of the charges that you read, E, saying that he had a firearm under a felony while having a felony?
That if it is that, I'm sure that's another reason why he might have gotten because like I say, they saying that they not really giving the details.
Yeah, was he I don't know how true it is, but was he ex-military? I heard that was floating around that he could have been ex-military or something.
And then they have rules where if I'm knocking on the door, that's not the same thing as me trying to bust the door down.
Yeah.
So if I'm knocking or something like that, I think you have to actually be trying to break in. Yeah. And maybe they knocked on the door. He might have opened the door. They running and he starts shooting, and you can't do it like that. So
but that's
I don't know if that's what
happened. He shot from behind his door.
Oh, okay.
Somebody was banging and beating on his door.
So that was the same thing where that old white guy shot that black girl.
Did he get off?
I think he
go
got off. But that happened a couple years ago, so I'm gonna have to triple check that. But in Maryland, somebody could be in your house. If they are not walking towards a room that you or your children are in, you cannot shoot them. So you can call the cops, and you better keep the audio on so they can hear everything. But if a person is in your house in the state of Maryland stealing shit, you can't just shoot them. If you shoot them, you could face criminal prosecution for that.
Well, I'm dragging his ass.
If you break into my house, I'm going to shoot and ask questions later and deal with whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I agree with you.
You know what I'm saying? I agree with what you're saying. I'm not going to wait to see what your intentions are. Or if you break in and you've broken into my home, you're threatening my life, and I'm not going to wait. And I'm not going to wait to see. Maybe you'll be a good person and just take shit and
I totally agree with you.
No, dog. Exactly. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
3 o'clock in the morning. It's 3 people, and it's just you being woke up out your sleep.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
It's so many stories of that. It's so many stories. One kid was drunk, walked in the wrong house. The house was just like his house. He walked upstairs. The father was holding a gun to him, like, stop. He kept going up the stairs. The drunk dude was walking to the room that he thought was his room. The man's daughter was in the room. He shoots the dude in the back and kills him. So it's so many different things where you got somebody breaking into your house, but depending on what state that you live in, what actions you could take where you can avoid prosecution.
Yeah.
That shit sad.
But that's unfortunate, you know.
All around.
Go out to all parties families, you know. But come on, you got to be smarter than that. You're a kid. You shouldn't even be outside 3 o'clock.
No, you should not.
Nope.
I don't give a shit if it's a prank or not. You're still wrong.
Nah. No pranks. No more pranks. Yeah. Pranks was over in the 90s. Ain't no more pranks.
Play dumb.
Not those type. You know what I'm saying? Kids
not those type. Yeah, kids can play, dog, right? but being on somebody's property, dog, you know what I'm saying?
3 o'clock in the morning playing
the prank. 3 o'clock in the morning,
playing the prank.
This is why you have to be careful of watching TikTok and trying to emulate some of those.
You're right.
Things. Yeah. Because a lot of those little prank videos, I'm assuming that they're staged, because if
of course,
more people would have died.
Definitely, a lot of that shit be staged.
Yeah, it has to be. They walk up on going bad neighborhoods, and
fuck with people.
Yeah. So, but I feel like if you're going to do a challenge, at least do the challenge where if nobody gets messed up or anything except for you. You know what I'm saying? Right. You don't include unsuspecting people in your pranks because you don't know how anybody is going to respond.
No,
that's for sure. Have y'all been keeping up with this with the Diddy and Cassie? Well, it's not the Diddy and Cassie trial, but the Diddy's RICO trial.
He did it.
Yeah.
So
hey, Donnie got to read that. Donnie got to read that one.
Okay.
Donnie got to read that.
Yeah, the trial has started. And there's been some takeaways from the first couple. Well, it's only been, I think, 2 days or something like that. And right now, they're starting with Cassie, and Cassie has been giving her testimony, and most of her testimony has been based on saying, you know, Diddy. She's not saying that she was forced to do these freak offs, but she's saying that, you know, I guess under the influence of drugs and being young, she participated in these freak offs, and then they had the bodyguard testified that she actually told him to pee in her mouth and stuff like that. And then today she said that Diddy, when they was breaking up, Diddy came to her house and raped her. And then they asked her, "Did you sleep with him again after that?" And she said, yes, she did, willingly. And so it's just kind of all over the place. But what a lot of people are saying is at the end of the day, at least for right now, domestic violence is not what he's been charged with.
Correct.
This is a RICO case. So this stuff, I guess they're just trying to show, I guess they're going to have different witnesses for different things, but they're just trying to show the type of person he is or the character he is, because right now her testimony will just show like they was into some freaky shit and he was abusive. but it doesn't prove that he was sex trafficking and all the other stuff that they saying, at least so far. Yeah. So have you all been reading up on it or keeping up with it or got any opinions on it?
Yeah. I haven't kept up with it, but I assume that like you said, that it's just the cause of just to show a president of his character. That's what Cassie and a lot of the witnesses are going to do to attack his character. And then I'm sure they'll pull out whatever secret strategy that they plan on using later on.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I feel like either way he's gonna be charged with something. They're gonna take him down for something. So utilizing all the information that they have, they will try their best to.
Now you know they say that the this is what I read, that 8 of the jurors are men and 4 women. Which I don't know if that's true. That could work in his favor.
It can.
Yeah. And you know that when there's a trial, everybody has to agree.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? Like if one person says no, I think he's not guilty, then he gets solved. I don't think it's a majority thing. I think you have to be everybody has to say,
be a mistrial.
We find him guilty. Or he'll get off or whatever. So I don't know. It hasn't been a lot. That's the only testimony right now. I don't know how many days that she's going to be testifying, but I'm sure they'll bring other people in. I don't know how true this is. They were saying something about him. He could have taken a 186-month plea deal, which is 15 years. I probably would have took my chances too.
Look, let me
15 years long fucking time. I'll take my chances too.
Yeah, let me say something real quick. This dude Puffy is a freak. At the end of the day, he is a freak. And all of that rah-rah in the industry about we no pause and this and that, y'all gonna have to get that shit up. Because I think with this, it's gonna show that a lot of people got some tendencies out there that we don't know about.
Yeah.
In addition to that, I don't think he's going to lose this trial. Honestly, I get it. They're trying to paint the picture of, give him a negative picture for his character, which he deserves. But I don't. For RICO charges of sex trafficking and human trafficking and RICO charges, I don't think that's gonna work. But we'll see.
Go ahead, Trey.
Yeah. I agree with what the gentleman said just now. I think that I believe that Cassie was his pet, right? And with some people, dealing with some people, if I'm getting away with all this shit and you're continuously doing that shit, I'm not gonna stop.
Yeah.
She also said that but this trial is not good, but it's a really good trial for men and women to understand manipulation. Right. Because a lot of people are manipulated on so many different levels in relationships, right? Because easily, well, why didn't she leave? Right? Yeah, you could say that. I see both sides of the actual argument. She said that she was trying to please him. She said that she didn't want no other woman to have him. She didn't want no other woman to do that. I could listen to her. I'd be like, damn, I really respect the shit out of her for saying that shit. But that still don't make that shit a crime. Right? So Diddy said there like, how the fuck am I in here because of that shit? She could have left. Now Diddy knew every fucking thing that he was doing, right? And the shit is terrible what the fuck he was doing to that fucking young girl. Right. He's a piece of shit. But at the same time, I'm about to go off on a quick tangent. That shit is learned fucking behavior from them rich and powerful motherfucking people that he been around. All them freak ass parties. He found him a pet.
Yeah, I could agree to that.
He found him a little jump off pet that was beautiful and behind closed doors. Bitch, this what you gonna do? And she also said that when he would pull back, like, you know what, you boring, you don't want to do it. She, I do it. I do it.
I got you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's not a freaking crime. That's mind manipulation.
Yeah, that's
You feel what I'm saying? So it's a tale for young women that's attractive, that's out here who might be in a situation like that. Yo, you way more valuable than that. You don't want to end up like that. But shit, they like, well, damn, did she lose? She got 30 million. But you got to sit as a pregnant woman in a courtroom, talk about somebody pissed in your mouth. Are you serious?
Your husband there too. With your new husband, is a husband?
With your husband?
No, they had to kick him out. They kicked him out.
But she told him. But she told him. Yeah, so he know, and he fell in love with this girl, and he want to save her, all that shit. But god damn, the white man. Go ahead.
So all right. So I'm gonna ask y'all this. To me, it's like a telltale about money. Also, do you think?
There you go. You're right.
Do you think that she would have stayed with a person who wasn't filthy rich and went through that for 10 years?
No.
So I think that's the other side of it. Yes, they were doing all those sexual things, and I'm not going to make it seem like because they'll say if you was getting hit on, why didn't you leave? Life ain't simple like that all the time.
That's what I was saying.
So I don't want to say, well, you should have just left and all that. I mean,
and that's
you
easy
can say
to
that
say
about anything, right? But what I will say is that the allure of money and a fast life probably was also a big reason that she did not leave. Yeah. Because when you don't have to work a 9 to 5, and you can just fly here, fly there, buy this, buy that. You might say, you know what, man, fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
I put up with that shit. Fuck
you know, I mean, and people do that. So it's another cautionary tale about don't sell your soul. And I'm not saying she sold her soul, but at the same time, you have to be careful because some men do have money and are powerful, and I know that can play a big part in the decision that you make.
I was having that conversation earlier. I said, it's a lot of the times that people do be with certain things, you know what I'm saying, up until it no longer works for them. And I feel like in this type of situation, that's what it was, you know, for her. It does look good with the glitz and the glamour, you know what I'm saying? And it's a certain lifestyle that she became accustomed to. Only when it got bad enough is when she was like, okay, yeah, I'll leave. But you can't tell me that she did not know that it wasn't good from the beginning. She saw the signs and you continued to stay.
And another thing, from a young age, when you start at 18, you think differently from 18 to 25. From 25 to 30. So what you'll deal with when you 18, you like, what the fuck? You 30, you like, ain't no way. I never should have dealt with this shit. Now I'm gonna say something about it because you're maturing and you're realizing, you know, a whole bunch of different things and seeing life for what it really is, and you know how it goes.
I think there was a lot of manipulation and grooming going on in that specific situation.
For
to it being that way. I don't like what she went through. I believe that he did all that she's saying, but like Trey said, is it really a crime?
I think he's gonna get a couple years and get off, bro. He's gonna do a couple years, bro, and get out.
He's not on trial for her, so
exactly. So like they haven't probably gotten to what he's really on trial for. They probably just trying to do the setup type thing. But
and all that other shit, that's shit. I think that the video
all of it, you know.
I think that the video is the hardest shit that they got for real.
For right now,
that video.
I'm telling you, man. What they gonna do? They're gonna start getting dudes on there saying, "Yeah, did he rape me and did all?" I think they really gonna try to. I think they not finished attacking his character, and they wanted to come out and make it seem like this he's gay. And so I think that they probably feel like if we do lose, everybody gonna know how much of a freak you are, and you was trying to hide that you was gay, and everybody. That's what I think.
Did you hear about some of the shit that like that?
I was about to say that.
Shit,
that's what they say.
No, it's in like if you say it in court. I mean, if you present this as a truth in court, when you put your hand on the Bible.
Hey, bro. Hey, dog.
No,
Hey,
what
go
he did, he rubbed. Look. Hey, he is what he is, man. He is what he is, man. And it's all good.
But hey, but am I? Is it a crime, Reek?
But that goes to show you that's what happens in the industry. Period.
That's what happened in regular people's houses too.
Yeah, you ain't
all day, every day. Matter of fact, it's people that you went to school with that you don't even know right now that's going like that. I'm trying to tell you. I mean, that's how I go. It be the people you least expect, man. Life wicked,
like, damn, I ain't know Slim good.
Life wicked, man. I'm trying to tell you, man.
So again, Diddy Nicole, like, why the fuck am I here?
So everybody can. So you could throw dirt all over his name, and nobody will want to fuck with you after this.
Yeah.
No. Correction. That nigga get out of jail. That nigga will have 5 girlfriends by Friday. Just like when R. Kelly was on trial. That nigga went to the club with them girls on leashes, and them girls was like, what they kidnap me, all that shit in the club. The girls gonna go. They gonna go.
Them old ass women gonna go. Yep.
All of them. All of them gonna go.
All of them.
Now, y'all know.
My son.
Or y'all should know. Tory Lanez got stabbed up in jail, man, in prison. It says rapper Tory Lanez stabbed 14 times in prison attack while serving for Megan Thee Stallion shooting. He's serving a 10-year sentence. And says rapper Tory Lanez was hospitalized after an attack Monday at a California prison where he's serving a 10-year sentence for shooting hip-hop star Megan Thee Stallion in the feet, authorities say. It says Tory Lanez, legal name Daystar Peterson, was attacked at his housing unit at the California Correctional Institution in Talapachapi. I know I'm saying it wrong, but shit. At about 7:20 a.m. It says Pedro, a spokesperson for the State Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation, sent an email. Tory Lanez was stabbed. He was medevac. They're saying that the person that stabbed him was a Mexican, and they have I can't think of so I can't think of the guy. It's Spider-Lope. So Spider-Lope knows someone that's locked up with Tory Lanez, and he got on a phone call with him. And the guy was just saying that that it's basically they're on lockdown, but as soon as they get off lockdown, it's going to be a race war. And he was asking them, does he know exactly why Tory Lanez got stabbed? And he was like, no, I don't really know the details on why, but by the guy being Mexican, when we all lock up, it's up.
Damn.
And so at first they
can't wait to go to work tomorrow.
They were saying Tory Lanez was in critical condition. It seems like he's stabilized now. He's able to talk.
That's good.
Somebody said they had a video. I don't know, and he was bleeding out real bad. I haven't seen no video. I don't want to see the video.
I wouldn't want to watch no video like that.
I can't watch that shit, dog.
Yeah, but and now now today, Tory Lanez lawyers come out and they're saying what they're saying is that after they trying to say that after Megan Thee Stallion put out some new info, he got stabbed. So they're trying to say that they're trying to insinuate that Megan Thee Stallion.
It's her fault.
Yes.
Well, and that ain't the only thing that just came out. Actually, what's her name? Kelsey Harris's bodyguard just said they shot Megan Thee Stallion, and this just came out 2 to 3 hours ago.
No way.
You know what's weird about that? I heard that last year.
That Kelsey, the one who did it?
Yeah, they said that a long time
No,
ago.
they said her bodyguard was the one that.
The bodyguard?
Yeah, Kelsey bodyguard was the one that shot Megan. Apparently, that's what they saying.
In the trial, they never even mentioned that.
They never mentioned that at all.
But if you look at
what is he doing time
She disappeared. He dipped or something. He was ghost for a little while.
It's in the Grio or Yahoo Mail. They got
so why would he shoot a woman in a bathing suit?
Well, they were saying they was breaking up a fight. They was breaking up them fighting, basically.
And the gun went off?
Yeah, they were fighting each other. And to break up the fight, you know how a person shoot in the air or something. I don't know, but
yeah, she got hit. No, she got hit by Ricochet.
I don't know. Maybe she got at the ground instead of the air.
So she never actually got shot in the foot. It was just the fragments of the bullet that hit her foot.
Yeah,
and which made him responsible.
Okay.
I don't like to see anybody, stabbed up and stuff like that.
Be stabbed up.
I didn't know that they would put him in General Pop like that. I didn't know it goes like that.
Let me ask y'all this. Let me ask y'all this question real quick.
I think that was his choice, though.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me ask y'all this question real quick. Is all of that shit worth you not admitting that you
know
who shot her?
Hell no.
No,
like you got stabbed 14 times because you try to keep it street, my dude.
Yeah,
hey, man. I'm a point with both arms, both index fingers. That motherfucker did it. That him right there in the lavender shirt.
Right
his name is Alex Gonzalez,
AG, aka
AG. He works in that brown building right there,
and he drive that great car over there.
He drives up and got him stabbed.
Yeah,
his license plate is.
My whole thing is when people do that keep it real shit. Nobody really be living by a code like that. It's far few and in between. So I don't know, I don't know the circumstance. I feel like if the person with you and they don't admit it themselves, then if you willing to let me go to jail for you, what the fuck do that say?
Yeah,
you should be want to be accountable for what the fuck you did.
And that shit happen every day.
Look, I love my loyalty towards, my friends and family, but let you do something.
Nah, nope.
I'm telling.
I'm not going to jail.
Don't do that in front of me.
Look, my family, y'all not going to do nothing to put me in no fucked up.
No,
exactly.
No, I'm telling.
We too
bro.
For that. Now,
not me, bro.
On me, you ain't gotta do 48 hours interview on me. I'm gonna be like, yeah, this person did it, and they live here, and you need any more information?
What you doing, T Streets? If you go down like that, are you taking a rap for him, T Streets, for a person?
I ain't do
this shit. No.
The last thing I want to do is go to jail, man.
If I did it, I'd be like, yo, I did it. I'm not gonna say none of y'all did it. If I did it. You know what I'm saying? Fuck all that.
But now you gotta come catch me. If I did it, Chaz, you rat me out?
Yeah, hell yeah. I'll be like, Donnie, she got the fresh curl. She got the fresh curl. She got a white shirt on with a unicorn on that motherfucker. Hey, she right there in the 7-Eleven. There she go right there.
Y'all gonna leave Diva alone now.
Hey, no. Hey, she got the pinky. She got the motherfucking pinky motherfucking curls. She right there.
You look like Chaka Khan. Come on. Right down the street.
Say it again. Say it
again. Hey, T, you was about to say something?
I was going to say, I would take the rap for something that doesn't, that I won't end up in jail. But if it's jail's on the line, I'm not taking
fuck that. Nah, bro. Hey, my man said, don't snitch on my mother.
Yeah, he about to come see you, Trey.
Oh, shit. Hey, look. Hey, like I said, you got to come find me. Okay, I ain't going to jail.
Let me ask y'all this. If male birth control was available when y'all were teenagers to the fellas, would you have used it?
Good question.
Depends on what's required of me.
Rick would have used it.
You said it depends, Rick?
Yeah, it depends.
Well, we're in a new day and time, and there's a long-awaited birth control option for men and maybe closer to reality. It says, after decades of false starts, researchers say they are finally making progress on a long-acting and reversible birth control option for men. The experimental product is a hormonal gel, that men rub on their shoulders once daily. That's all you got to do. Rub that gel on your shoulders.
That's it.
And over time, it blocks the production of sperm in the testicles. So it reaches all the way down from your shoulders to your testicle. It says the gel was developed by the National Institutes of Health and nonprofit Population Council. And it takes much the same approach as birth control pills for women. It uses two hormones, Nestron and progesterone and testosterone. The sex male hormone.
Them joints, bro.
Yeah, man, them words might not all be right.
Nah, you crushing them.
They're close. Y'all know what the fuck I'm trying to say. So it says, but testosterone serves many functions in the body. And I'm gonna let y'all read the next story, Danya. It says it is responsible. Since it says it's funny, it's responsible for muscle maintenance and libido. For example, and the men need in some of their circulation to function normally. The gel replaces enough to keep them healthy, but not so much that they take enough sperm to get someone pregnant. So it's not like eliminating you from ever being able to get, somebody pregnant, but it just help you out if you out here like that.
Tata said, now you don't got to worry about the weak pullout game.
Yeah, I mean, you're still taking the chance.
That's a good thing, you know what I'm saying? Because if you really don't want to have kids and you really don't want to, you know what I'm saying, do that, go ahead and take the other option. You know what I'm saying? Don't put yourself in this situation. Get the goddamn birth control. Don't put yourself in a situation by having a kid by somebody.
But this is for the men, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I would agree to that. I wish they had that 21 years ago. No, I never want my children.
Shit.
I never want my children. I decided to have all of my children.
How you put something on your shoulder?
However,
and that shit.
You have to rub.
Man, I'll be like this. I put that shit on my face. My motherfucking head.
Something to rub on our shoulders.
My chest, everything. Rub on my chest too, Reed.
You rub that shit on your shoulders, it go all the way down to your balls.
I'm gonna rub that shit on my leg.
I think it's a
and my stomach.
It's a good alternative. You know what I'm saying? Something to.
How fast that jump be? How fast is it at?
You know what I'm saying?
Would you use that joint?
Would I use it? Okay, so this is what I'll say. Me now thinking about it, I have a different thought process. But me being a teenager in young 20s, I've been like, man, hey dog, you know what I bought? I got the male birth control jump. And because I'm younger than, so I probably would have tried it. I think all of us would have, come on, dog.
That's the original honey pack. That's the original honey pack.
No, we're answering it.
Bro.
We're answering it as being older. But put yourself in the mind of being a teenager and young, and it's available in the stores. Fans will go in there, and let's say they got it at 7-Eleven, like they got the honey pack, right? You will go right in that joint, say, you know what, I'm about to go here, Slim, and you will get that shit rubbing on your
you gonna start rubbing that shit on while you going to the car? No. You gonna rub that shit right in the parking lot and go with Shorty house. Hey,
you gonna do it?
AT, I'm like, hold on, T. You trying to rub that shit in your motherfucking face? No. Rub that shit in your motherfucking chest, dog.
You gonna try it?
Yeah, I try.
Buy that shit.
You gotta rub that shit on a week before you get something.
Nah, you gonna rub that shit on 20 minutes before you go.
But
look,
20 minutes before you go, you rub it on.
But you only getting that for somebody you're in a relationship with, because other than that, you need to be strapping up anyway.
They're not doing that. They're gonna rub that damn.
Stop you from getting no STD.
Exactly. They gonna strap up with that damn oil. That's what they're gonna strap up with.
Oil.
Whatever that cream, whatever that shit is, they using that.
I don't know, man.
Hey, what's that? What's the oil? Diddy was using AstroTurf. What's that shit called?
This nigga said AstroTurf.
I ain't read that far.
Astroglide.
Astroglide, yeah.
AstroTurf.
Damn, I didn't even know. I thought it was
Astroglide,
baby oil. Now you know that Smokey Robinson. Well, Smokey Rob. So I'm gonna say this right in the entertainment world. I don't know, man. It just seems like it's a lot of fun, a lot of sex, and a lot of women. And at this point, everybody can come from the past and say that they were sexually assaulted, whether it's true or not. Smokey Robinson is like 90 or 80 in his 80s.
Yeah.
And I just watched an interview with him.
Smokey Robinson denies claims of sexual assault. So now they at the Smokey. It says an attorney for Smokey Robinson on Wednesday called accusations of sexual assault against the Motown legend false and said, "You really got a hold on me. Oh, you really got a hold on me, singer."
Now why they gotta use that motherfucking song?
We'll respond in the coming days.
8,000 songs. You use that fucking song?
So what they said was that they said four former housekeepers of Robinson accused him of a lawsuit filed Tuesday of sexually assaulting them. Now I've asked my wife, could we get like a young housekeeper? Has she ever thought about us getting a young housekeeper?
Nah, bro.
Now
you put yourself in that
I can say this. I understand. I don't know about the sexual assault, but I can understand that if you got a big house and I got 4 housekeepers and they young and they cleaning up and shit, and my no, seriously though, I'm just saying, like, you can't put yourself in them circumstances. You got money and you got power, and they just walk around cleaning up, and that temptation is right there for you.
Especially if you get the topless ones, man. Nah.
Oh shit.
I'm just saying.
That's the other side of the house.
Think about
That's the other side of the house.
And you know how shit happens. You know how.
Hey, you see Arnold Schwarzenegger fucking housekeeper? He got pregnant.
She's terrible.
She looked like she from the ancient fucking ages, bro.
She looked like the Hamburglar.
Dog.
So Trey, imagine this. Imagine this. You got your housekeepers cleaning, right?
Yeah.
You in the shower.
Yeah.
And you forget to lock the door. She opened the door and she said, "Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Trey. I didn't know that you was in the shower." And next thing you know, you already naked. She's in the shower and you say, "Go ahead, baby, just keep cleaning." And that's how you put yourself in a position like that. Now she's cleaning while you taking the shower, and now you supposed to resist that?
She did that shit on purpose, number one. Number two, she's fired. Okay.
See, you talk.
Number two,
she get fired, Trey.
Get fired, Trey.
No, but I'm saying this is how shit happens, though. T. That's how it happens.
Dog. Look, man.
Trey said, "All I got on is t-shirt and panties, dog."
Hey, so look. Hey, so so anyway, so when I have my cleaning joint, right?
Yeah.
Yo, like these women, a lot of them were not ugly, right? They were in these houses. Luckily, I was so lucky that, and a lot of times the clients would just be single men that own these houses, right? But you don't know about the flirtation that they might not tell you about. But I'm sure it happens a lot when you in close encounters with somebody. But somebody with you every single day, they walking around your house and. You know what I mean? That's a lot, man.
Well, I'm not taking nothing
different
from the women that are saying that. Maybe he did, maybe that. I don't know.
Well,
I'm just saying
that. Now that man ain't got no.
Smokey Robinson is 148 years old.
He got more years behind him than he do in front of him. So my thing is, what's the angle? Why now?
Money.
And like, come on, man. Like,
you ain't never heard none of this shit about fucking Hugh Hefner. You ain't never heard this shit about Hugh Hefner, man.
Man, he had enough broads in his house walking around. Why would he?
Never.
I don't know, man. I just know that we in a day and time where
they going back to get everybody.
For sure.
Lord Smokey touched my butt.
And it's just like but this, my only thing is this. Let's say that you say this. I want if you did something, you did it, and you should be punished for it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you didn't do it, there should be a punishment for the person who accused you.
Yes, that stops all that shit.
That's all I say. You know what I'm saying? Because if anybody can just wake up one day, say that you touched them, ruin their reputation, and it ain't true, I just think it's fucked up. If it's true. Hey, you gotta deal with the consequences. But if it's
that's
not,
the case, send Trey to jail ASAP.
Now,
yeah, I mean, you know, I'm sure Rick got some stories. I got some stories. You know, I got some stories. I got some things when we were younger.
Hey man, I'm about to go to church. I got church in 15 minutes. If we finish,
you want to get to the Ask the Rec Room trade?
Yeah, let's do it, man.
All right, brother love.
Let's do it, bro.
Ask the Rec Room is a segment of the pod where we take our listeners' questions and suggestions, and then we talk about them on the pod. And but sometimes we do it a little different than we do it ourselves. And this Ask the Rec Room is from Trey, and the name of this segment is
Ask the Rec Room.
And Trey, you want to introduce the clip, or
yeah? So this is my man from TikTok. Actually, he is a psychologist, and he's basically talking about people that some people might confide in, and that person that you're confiding in Are they judging you as you are telling them what's going on? Are they coming up with a conclusion before you even finish? Right. So it's like, how do you particularly listen? Do you judge the person, or do you let the person get everything out and then like without judgment? So let's basically, how do you listen? Go ahead, run a clip, right?
And then we'll cut the other person off. And I don't mean verbally, because many times this happens mentally. We'll silently interrupt people with our own thoughts and opinions. And so even if we don't open our mouths, we've closed our minds. And conflict is born in that space. You know, conflict is by its nature a miscommunication problem. It's not always because someone misspoke, but often because we mishear or don't hear at all. We filter what's said through how we feel, not what the other person meant. And because of that, entire conversations collapse over a fragment of information. To listen in complete sentences is to let someone finish their thought, even if it's uncomfortable, even if we disagree, even if your mind is screaming to interrupt, because until their thought is complete, the true meaning of their message isn't clear. And until the meaning of their message is clear, your response isn't grounded in reality. It's grounded in presumption or assumption. So if you want to avoid unnecessary conflict, you've got to learn to listen all the way through. And so often conflict isn't just about what's said, it's about what's missed. And more often than not, what's missed is the point.
He look like he think he's smart as shit. Go ahead.
Hey, my man Cole, my man Ryan. Hey, Ryan be going on there, bro. So
like this shit.
He just irritated.
So would you all like honestly, the shit that he was saying, I do sometimes, right? Because you are like selectively judging the person, like the person that's telling you the shit. You like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like they're not even done talking, but you already got your conclusion on it, right? Instead of hearing the whole thing. I do that sometimes. I know y'all are shocked, right? But do you all find yourselves jumping to conclusions before the person tells you everything based on who the person is, or are you all good listeners or no?
I would say this. I find myself not really jumping to conclusions, but just jumping in the conversation while they're still talking, because I have something on my mind, and it's not an entitlement or selfishness. I just, for some reason, feel like I have to say it in that moment, and I sometimes I just need to bring myself back and like make sure I save it for later.
Now, I feel like I'm a good listener. I mean, like anybody, I cut. You know, I think everybody cuts people off from time to time, and I sometimes I do make assumptions while I'm listening before the person finishes. But overall, I would consider myself, in terms of being a good listener, out of 1 to 10, I would give myself a 8.5.
Damn.
Just a light skin thing to do.
No, I think that's my strong suit. I think that's one of my strong suits. I've been told I'm a good
I agree
listener.
with that.
So I do try to listen and hear people out. But I think it's a little bit of human nature if you know the person to already be like, man, you told me this shit before I know where it's going.
Exactly.
So it depends on who you talking to or what you're talking about.
Definitely. I think for me, communication is definitely my strong suit as well. That's like one of my love languages with anybody that I deal with. We have to be able to communicate. And I'm not the type of person that's going to judge somebody. I like to hear you out and see where you're coming from, because I do this thing where I try to see it from the other person's perspective. Sometimes though, I do have to interject when they're wrong, because you're not going to deflect how you feel and project that on me. And make it seem like I'm the reason you feel how you feel.
Got it.
Especially if I know I didn't do that. So that's where, you know, that comes into line with me. Like, I'm going to hear you out. I don't got no problem with that. I love communication. You know what I'm saying? Just talk to me. Tell me what's up. And we can go ahead and we can move on from there. But don't project your, you know, thing on me, because I don't like it. I notice a lot of the times when people say, oh, well, I thought you was going to think this about me. You don't know what I'm thinking about you. You have to talk to me to see my reaction. And a lot of the times my reactions don't even be what you think it is. So
right. Especially when you're being genuine.
Yeah, especially when you're being genuine. Miscommunication goes a long way.
Miscommunication is the killer.
When you can't really, you know what I'm saying, get on the same page. It's
a killer.
I feel like it's a killer. Thought process, the other person's thought process. I got cussed out before because I was just sitting there listening. And it was just like, why you not responding? So if I intercede and interject in your conversation, then it's a problem. So it's just like, no.
Especially if you're not agreeing.
Yeah. I'm a agree to disagree type of a person. We're not always going to see eye to eye. We're not going to do that. We're two different people. We think differently. How can we find a resolve and still feel how we feel? How can we still feel
it? I had to do something tough. Like, I had to remove myself from a situation that I had said to the two. I can't really get real specific, but I'm gonna just say it real fast. I had to remove myself from a specific situation with two people that I've known out of respect because of what one of them did to the other one, right? And I was just like, yo, I heard what this person told me that this person did. It was so I had to relax for 2 weeks. Then I had to remove myself because what I heard, I didn't say a word. I just listened. I got the F out of that situation. Just because it's too much going on with y'all too. It's too messy. I can't do it. But if I wasn't such a good listener, I probably would have stayed in the middle of that. But I've been known, just like Reek said, if somebody telling you something and you might be able to relate to it, you might find yourself talking, right? But that's not really a conversation if you're just doing most of the talking. Let that person talk and get everything out, right? Then if you can give them guidance, cool. If you're just going to agree to, oh yeah, girl, you right, all that feeding into the bullshit, that's not really going to work. But T, what you think, T?
I'm a great listener. You
are.
I can see things from both sides. That's my gift, or one of my gifts. I may intervene every once in a while, but for the most part, I'll listen. I'll wait till somebody's done, and then I'll give a response. And then if I interpreted it wrong, then they can correct me and let me know.
E and T, y'all the most two interveningest niggas. When I think I was doing good, Reek. I didn't say the nigga the whole show. Damn, I'm about to.
What you talking about intervening?
Reek, I was doing good, Reek.
He ain't said the N word the whole show.
Reek, he said it when it came on. He said it when it came on.
No, I didn't. But no, listen to my point. E and T, they're like mastermind interveners, right? Like it's how they do it. You know what I mean? Like they voice be real chill and they tone, and E will like talk to you the nice way, but he really threatening you. You know what I mean? Right. And then T will talk to you the nice way, but you know he mad at you. But you get the point. It's all mental. They play mental games with you and shit. But no. But no, I'm just saying it because it's positive. Like you need people like that, right? To help you to understand, like, you know what? It's not about being right and wrong.
Yeah.
A lot of the times. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's a tough thing. I think that's one of the toughest things with communication, because at the end of it, a person wants to feel like. And now that's what my wife says about me. She said that I always have to have the last word. But in my mind, I'm not thinking like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if I'm doing that, it's not like I'm consciously like, you know what, I'm gonna have this last word. I don't think like that. But even with that, I mean, I think it's levels to listening and communication. But when you're able to let a person talk and not interject, that's good. And when you're able to come to a conclusion that we, like Danya said, we can agree to disagree. You might have said a lot, I may have said a lot, And just because we agree to disagree, that's not a bad thing.
That's not a bad thing. No.
Right.
That's key. But we're not taught that shit in our households in a lot of these neighborhoods. Agreeing to disagree? No, you gonna understand what the fuck I'm saying. Because this, you know what I mean? It's so much ferocity, bro. It's like people really just want to be heard, right? Yeah. And I want to feel that you're understanding what I'm saying instead of feeling like somebody is dismissing what I'm saying. Yeah. I know my kids go in their room and cuss me out under their breath, especially my oldest, all the time. I know he does it. But it's up to me to talk to him later after everybody cooled down. And I'm like, son, look, this is what
the Bob Saget jump.
You communicate.
Full House. That's what Danny Tanner would do.
Yeah, man. Full House.
Family meetings. Yeah. Ain't no family meetings, bro.
but that's good shit though, man.
Yeah, but you gotta be accountable.
Yeah, Donnie, you gotta be accountable.
Oh damn! I gotta say the end of the show and shit. I'm waiting for somebody to start talking. You know I ain't been on here in a couple weeks. I'm waiting for T to start talking this shit.
Hey, Tata, nephew, Commander fan, appreciate y'all, man. Anybody gonna watch it on YouTube? We killing the game. It's the best part. Sure. Take it on me.
We do this every Wednesday from 7 to 8 p.m. Follow us on Instagram. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Tell a friend to tell a friend. We still giving away some hoodies.
Hey, we gotta get Tata that hoodie.
No, she getting that. That's all. She not even in the running. She on that. We also have in-person, on-camera episodes too. So when you go to our YouTube page, you will see those on-camera episodes. We stream. We had the pause on. I haven't loaded the pause in a few weeks. But we also had a pause on the streaming services, so you can listen to just audio if you want. You can catch us on the YouTube, the live stream. We all over social media. And as I always say, everybody has a pod, but everybody isn't us. To the next time.
Peace.